Okay, this video is going to demonstrate some stuff using the first two A minor pentatonic scale shapes. So the first one, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Second shape, also known as the C major pentatonic, we have 8, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. So this is about getting some stuff that, some pre-written things, using both of those scale shapes, going in between the two of them. And then you got time after what's pre-written in the guitar profile to make up your own stuff, focusing on those two shapes. So the guitar profile is set to 120 beats per minute, but put it to whatever tempo you want it to be or what you need it to be. So let's go over the pre-written stuff, explain what's going on here, and demonstrate it with the metronome before playing to the track. So let's set the volume here. Okay. All right, so starting off, first bar, we're coming in on the upbeat of 1. And we have a little 16th note slide happening there. So not too crazy. Right here, we do have like this quarter note. I could have written it out a different way using some tied notes, but then the slur, that little curved line combining all the notes here, then it would be broken up in a funny way. It just wouldn't look as nice. So we're going with this. Basically, you got your 1 and 2 and then you come in again on the upbeat of 3. So that bar you have 1 and 2 and 4 and then here a bit more straightforward, just 1, 2 and 1, 2 and. So that note carries out for the rest of the bar. This note carries out for the rest of that bar. And we do have a slide that happens here. And when you do the slide for that note, you don't want to have a long drawn out slide. The idea is to slide from the 7 into the 5 on the downbeat of 1 for that bar. So let's just play all of that, starting at the 60. All right, so I'm going to start with my ring finger here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Oof, didn't mean to hit that chord. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. And let's do 90 next. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 120. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Ooh, that was wrong. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Hold on. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1. All right, third time's the charm, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. There it is again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Okay. So next, this is a good part to work up as eighth notes first. This way you can get used to what the riff is or the lick is. And we are doing a palm mute here and here. Just thought it sounded better, so that's why those notes are palm muted. So yeah, we're gonna play those two bars as eighth notes. So this way you can hear how it sounds when you're working it up, if you need to work it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sixty beats per minute. Playing it as written with the 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. This next part is going to tie into this section here. So basically, all these bars we started with. That's like the build-up part of the backing track. So the drums are very spaced out, nothing too crazy going on. But then here, that's when the beat becomes becomes steady. So it's a much more driving feel to it. But when you have this bend here, that's going to be kept up for this pre-bend pick. So I just want to keep that in mind when you begin combining all this stuff. So yeah, you're gonna have a bend right here. So after you do the bend, you're gonna pick again for that next bar for a bend release to a pull off. But let's just focus on this for right now. And important thing is like right here. That's all one pick motion. So you're gonna pick the 5, hammer to 8, slide up to the 10. You notice I adjusted my fingers so my index is now on the 8. So pick, hammer, slide, and then index finger, make sure it's on the 8th fret, not on the 7th fret, but on the 8th fret. So that when you pull off to that 8, now you can use your ring finger and all 3 fingers, your first 3 fingers, to hit that bend. You're going to need them, most likely, because that's a tough bend to get up to pitch. The high E string is a pretty tough string to bend. And yeah, I think that's about it for that. So let's demonstrate those 2 bars now. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, slid too far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, now I hammered on the wrong spot. Take 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next, a little fancy. So we got basically a bunch of gallops happening here. So gallop rhythm with a bend and legato. Here we just go into straight 16th notes. But yeah, we got a gallop happening. This could be another thing worth working up as eighth notes if you need it. If you find the 16th note version, like how it's written, is too difficult, work it up as eighth notes first. So let's play it as eighth notes. Remember, that first note is a pre-bend. My ring finger is sore from playing the heck out of this thing, writing it just before making the video. So yeah, you might get sore fingers as well. And I've been playing for over 20 years and just still could hurt my finger. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Anyway, here we go. As eighth notes, so every eighth note will now be a quarter note. Every 16th note will now be an eighth note. Let me highlight the two bars we're focusing on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh no! Be careful right here. I naturally went 7-5, but I forgot it actually is going to be 5-7 at that part. So right there, we're going 5-7, 5-8. All right, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, 120 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. $180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now at 16ths, the way it's written. 1, 2, 3, 4. $90. 1, 2, 3, 4. $120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Next two bars. Another one that would be good to work up as eighth notes first. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. All right, for real this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. $180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed the pick stroke. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed the pick stroke again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, now as written, 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed the pick stroke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this little fancy stuff going on in here, mainly with this bar. So what you're gonna do is slide up the ring finger, hold it down. You're gonna make a chord. That's why it says "let ring" across those 3 notes. So for that bar, slide up the ring finger, keep it there, add the middle finger on the 8, and then hit the 9 again. So 7, slide to 9, add the 8, hit the 9 again. So those 2 strings are ringing out, and then you got that chord, single note. That's what we have for that highlighted bar. So I'm going to highlight those 3 bars because the next one we got some finger tapping, and I want to save that for its own demonstration. So here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 90 next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm not going to get too in depth with how to do finger tapping. That would be for another video. But basically, for the finger tap part, it's like a 3-note pattern. And then we do the same frets up here. And then the only thing that really changes is we have the tap note, we pull off, hammer on. So tap, pull, hammer, tap, pull, hammer. And it does that kind of pattern 5 times. It starts at a 6th time, but then instead of doing a tap again, we pull back off to that 5th fret. So what we have is tap, pull, hammer, tap, pull, hammer, tap, pull, hammer, tap, pull, hammer, change strings, tap, pull, hammer, tap, pull, hammer, pull off. So let's demonstrate that. So this, you are playing 6 notes per beat. So a good thing to do, if you need to work it up, is do it as 8th note triplets instead of sextuplets. So work it up as 3 notes per click if need be. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. As sextuplets, the way it's written. 1, 2, 3, 4. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now it's time to play to the whole track. I'm going to do it at 60 beats per minute first, or 50% of the speed of the track. And actually, let me do this first. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's play it at 75% speed, which is going to be 90 beats per minute. Choked. Let's try that again. Get this mouse out of the way too. Full speed ahead, and then I'll just fiddle around in those two shapes to finish it off, just to give more ideas of what you can do. All right. definitely had a wrong note at one point during the improv section, but that happens in improv, so I'm leaving it in. So there you go. I'm gonna go rest my ring finger now. If you have any questions about this stuff, please let me know.